So she says, time to eat it for science.
For science.
Hey there. Need anything?
Was that a sneeze?
No, just coughing.
I was like, is that a cough or a sneeze? What? I can't tell.
I can occasionally cough without hacking up a lung.
Okay, what
Occasionally.
ritual
So
is... Yeah.
There is a video of me as a toddler, and my dad saying, Madeline, how does a sneeze go? And I cough, because I can't tell that it's a cough or a sneeze.
Nice.
It's adorable.
I was quite adorable.
Damn you guys! Now I'm looking up the Awkward Zombie comics again.
It's a tribal version of...
Surprisingly, the comic, the dog meat comic, for some reason, I never had the dog meat ever actually die in the first game. Not sure why.
Really?
Yeah.
Dog meat dies so easily, though. How'd you keep him alive?
Pure luck.
He also never died during that whole force field part.
That's usually
Actually, he did die like a few times during a massive firefight. But that's also the time when half my party actually also died. Mostly due to mutants with plasma weapons.
Those damn mutants.
Yeah. I think that's what we'll do.
something like that. Yeah, it's. I don't know if it's unavoidable, but it happens so often. It might as well be.
Do NPCs actually put on clothing if you give them clothing?
I do not know.
A some point comic. I like the comic I linked.
Followers, I think you can decide what they wear.
Yeah, followers.
Heard you helped out Jackson. Thanks for that.
I just need to. Yeah.
Still waiting for clearance.
I thought this was what you wanted.
Oh, the followers putting on, yes. It's so true too, because you hand them a dress and then we'll put it on, and it's very, very funny
They aren't even waiting for the
when they do that.
How did Varian get stabbed in the back if we let face first into danger? Well, there's a rational. Look, a bear!
Thanks for bringing the word.
Yeah, sorry, I'm reading the captions for the comments. Oh yeah, that's the dog meat. Oh jeez.
I thought this was what you wanted.
Oh jeez.
This one's something I actually did in one of the games in the Fallout 3.
Build up a massive, unarmed and strength, and just run around bare-fisted monk style.
Well, I'm sure if he did a Torg run, then that would be what he would do. But
Mr. Torg!
Yeah, but back on the thing I mentioned earlier about like what items are, well, basically the ones you want to pick up. Like, I heard that you need to pick up Sunset Sarsaparilla bottles and
those are always pretty useful. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean for quests and such. Some of these things you want to collect early, or
look, if you want a comprehensive guide, do not come to me. I do not care that much.
Why? Tell us your secrets.
I wanna know. Tell me.
I'm gonna take Black Widow and see where that gets us.
Well, she is
I'm still suffering from turbo withdrawal, for Pete's sake.
Still got that turbo withdrawal.
In character or out of character?
Both?
You check out
Both. Yes.
Smoke trail's not getting any shorter.
Clearly, Spud needs to get rid of his cough, and Turbo's clearly the cure.
Legion is far west? You're fucking kidding me. That's not outside the border. They're moving in, and fast. Nipton wasn't the most friendly town, but... Alright, thanks for checking on that. Wish it set my mind at ease. I'm more on edge than ever. Well, thanks for hoofing it there and back, even if it was bad news. Wish we could spare the troops to go hunting, but orders are to stay put.
Really, I'm not taking Black Widow for the
All I can do is sit here and watch.
for the dialogue options, more for the extra damage against dudes.
Fair.
Sounds about right.
Because there's a lot of dudes.
Seems like a worthwhile thing. Oh, these are there are certain posters that are affected by the pony texture pack. Should have probably pointed them out a bit more directly.
Been doing a lot of good work out there, setting an example for the others. I know Ranger Jackson appreciates it. Prim, these units are stationed up there. We're having problems with some of the NCRCF convicts. What can I help you with? It has. It was a promising trade town before the escape at the correctional facility. Lost a good bit of money for Vicky and Vance.
Dog meat was killed.
I think
Again.
I think I've got the skills necessary to very quickly get the NCR in charge of Prim. Just kind of get that out of the way.
Ooh. And you can trade with them.
Yay.
With them, but
Oh yeah, Aurelia did have a kind of a tiny thing for Excalibur at one point.
At one point.
Pretty sure she doesn't really have. She's not really harboring that anymore.
One of them...
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New...
One of the minor things I think I appreciate about Skyrim is that the city, at least the major cities, all felt very different from each other. And looked very different, had their own stylings, even different wall styles. Which was one of my major complaints in Oblivion, how even when the architecture was the difference, the walls were always the same stone gray walls around every city.
Yeah. I think I need to actually talk to someone about the options for the town before I can...
And I think that's another thing I appreciated about New Vegas is that the places had more character to them, whereas Fallout 3 actually felt like just a scarred wasteland. New Vegas has some character to the locations other than just
It wasn't
torn up
decimated
waste,
as much
desolate.
It wasn't decimated as much as the DC. As much as the Wasteland.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't decimated at all, really. Like, House actually prevented any nukes from hitting the city, so the only desolation was from lack of care and people being gone for too long.
So is this the part where you go up to Beagle and say, "So hey Beagle, you're going to be sheriff?" And Beagle's like, "No."
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly it.
Are you crazy? I got in enough trouble as a deputy.
Eagle's like, what the frick? Why would I do that? I'm not gonna be no sheriff.
Hey, you're the sheriff. No, I'm not, but no.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. You're the sheriff now. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. No. But, no.
No, just no.
No,
No.
I don't have no shiny star on my chest.
I'm not the sheriff, but I sure am the deputy.
Yes. Logic shows that I am less likely to be shot by Eric Clapton and Bob Marley.
I'm not the sheriff.
That was not an invitation to start singing.
Really, there never was an invitation at any point.
There never is.
There's
to
never
start
an
singing.
invitation to start singing. You just do
It doesn't
it
stop
because
people doing it.
you don't do it because people want you to do it. You do it because you want to do it.
And other people really don't want you to do it. That's why you do it.
Yeah. Here's a little dark.
Haha, I'm at that moment where I'm a total fucking badass and nothing can withstand my might. Because I'm running around in epic glass armor that I made myself.
Oh boy.
And swinging a giant glass warhammer at people. Yay!
I know it's not like just straight up glass, but the idea of glass armor just kind of makes me laugh every time I use it.
Pity you
Well,
can't make a glass cannon.
Think about it. Why is it dangerous to jump through a glass window? Because it hurts. So logically,
I can
you have-
understand glass arrows, but the rest
You
of the
keep
weaponry
using that
just
word,
confused me.
Well, the thing about glass, I mean, the glass, it's only called glass. It's not actually glass in any capacity. As
I know
glass.
that, but what I'm picturing in my head is like this, that breakaway glass that you see in like comedies where you see somebody break a bottle over
Oh,
someone's
the
head.
movie glass.
Yeah, the
Sugar
movie glass. I know it's not movie glass. I'm just saying it amuses me.
Yeah.
We actually, I can't
believe-
remember. I was in a drama production once. I can't remember if we actually did this. We wanted to get sugar glass bottles, for a bar fight scene. I can't remember if we actually did it. Oh man, that really bugs me. We probably didn't because we were dirt poor.
Probably.
Sugar glass? Is that where you make glass out of sugar? That's what they do to make the breaking bottles?
I believe.
Yeah. They basically cook or process the sugar in such a way that it looks vaguely like glass, and it actually shatters in a manner similar to glass, but it's not obviously dangerous.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know they did something to make glass not dangerous, because
It's not glass.
Because otherwise, that'd be a hell of a lot of shrapnel to dig out of your hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know that the glass armor isn't actually glass because it's made of freaking malachite for crap's
Yeah.
sake. So
yeah. Although actually, it's kind of that bit is a bit of a lore hiccup, because in Morrowind there's actually raw glass, like in mines. They mine that, and that's what they make glass armor out of. But in Skyrim, for some reason, it's made out of malachite.
Well, that was like 300 years ago. They changed.
Well, malachite is.
They discovered that malachite doesn't break as easily as glass.
it's like, wow, this works way better than glass. Let's use this instead.
Like, what were we thinking? Jeez.
Like what we were
Nobody knows.
I mean,
Is it
to be fair, glass can be tough too. I mean, laminated glass can, be bullet resistant or bulletproof even. But
You go to sleep, Lieutenant Hayes. I'm talking to you.
The thing is that glass just isn't. Like, steel is going to withstand anything you do to glass. Like, you can make glass as strong as you want, but ultimately, like, a good metal is going to do more for you.
it's all about mobility, man. It's all about mobility.
Glass doesn't offer more mobility than metal.
Shut up! We're going by Elder Scrolls logic.
I guess it's slightly lighter, so that's a thing. And glass is pretty light, but if you do all the things it takes to make glass hard, I don't think it's all that light anymore.
If
'Cause
someone
I'm trying to-
decides to use a super magnet against you, glass is better than steel.
You're right, because we need to worry about super magnets.
Magic.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
That's our main concern here.
Yeah.
Super magnets. Good.
Super magnets.
Because
Good
fuck,
job.
how do they work? But I'm trying to remember the armor progression. It's like crap. It's like hide and leather and there's like elvish armor, glass, and there's something in between there. I can't remember what it is. And then like dragon scale in Skyrim.
Dragon is the strongest.
There's the progression in Skyrim is fur, hide, leather, then elven, then between that is studded. Studded before elven, but studded only has armor and no helmet.
Studded, imperial, iron, steel.
Iron, steel,
elven.
Well, yeah, but I'm going through the light armors. So there's
Nuclear
imperial
Corbett
light
says
armor,
hide,
is
fur,
than
leather, elvish, scale, glass, dragon scale.
Yeah.
Thank you. That was the one I was forgetting. I was like, I know there's a light armor that's before everything else, but I couldn't
I
remember.
can't believe you forgot scale, given that Spud is playing as Aurelia. I think Aurelia should be hurt.
No. I forgot fur is what I forgot. I know dragon skin.
In that case, Flotsam is hurt because she's made out of fur.
Flotsam is furry.
What about Dragon Bone? That's heavy.
But if I
Dragon
use
bone
fur,
is heavy.
Yes.
but if I use fur, then that would mean that I would have to kill something furry for that armor, and I don't want to do that.
You could kill a raider.
Kill a
Kill
wolf.
a raider, skin it.
You have to kill plenty of wolves in Skyrim, so you know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh.
I love how
Yeah,
Aurelia is
you
still
can
jumping
run.
on everything.
You
Never
can't
not get
tell me
tired of
what to do.
Aurelia's
Play, walk around.
Aurelia
and
is training to be one of the Mario brothers.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I will
da,
jump
da.
all the time. You can't stop me.
Jump. Everybody jump.
No,
Just cross
not
the
the singing.
Just get her a little
jump,
hat with
jump,
an A
jump.
on it.
I just said not the singing. What part is not the singing?
I'm not
Yes,
singing.
singing.
I'm just saying jump.
No,
I'm chanting
I
it.
know what you're doing. Stop it.
Jump around.
And the patented spud sigh.
The spot's eye.
They're being silly Spud.
It's like watching a TF2 stream. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. I'm.
That's painful. Wow, you
I'm
have
so
insulted
sorry,
all of us. Oh
I'll
my god.
behave. I'm sorry.
I don't get it because I've never actually watched a TF2 stream.
It is just mostly jumping.
Oh, okay.
TNT.
There's all kinds of funny things you can do with TF2 and jumping, particularly if you crouch.
Yeah.
Spy crab.
I've never seen that, but I'm picturing it in my
keep
head. I was like, oh yeah, that's gonna be glorious.
It is.
Picturing what in your head?
The crouch jumping.
Oh, yeah. You crouch in midair and your jumps get higher. For some
Video
reason.
game logic.
Yeah.
It's not really
been
video game
Oh.
logic, it's more just video game issues. It's a glitch, it's not supposed to work.
Actually,
That's like,
It's a feature.
Actually, it's been a feature since Half-Life. It's even in the tutorial. They like explain once you.
If you crouch jump, you
that
can
doesn't
go
mean
higher.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that reminds me of back in the day where I would be playing GoldenEye, and we're crouching and running. But when you look at the character model, they're just like on one knee sliding across the floor. There's all kinds of silliness like that in games.
Well, I'm just thinking of. Oh crap! Oh.
Model-wise, it
Star
makes
Wars:
sense
Old
because.
Republic had a.
Model-wise, it makes sense that you crouch jump because it's like your character bends his legs upwards so that he can so that they land on the platform instead of being rigid and immobile. And like, since as we all know, computer characters that can't bend their knees properly.
Or
Science.
swim.
Yeah, knees and necks are
Somehow.
the hardest things to manipulate.
Star Wars: The Old Republic, there was actually a special character that to reach you had to master vehicle jumping, like getting on a hover scooter pretty much and jumping to them. It was hard.
Oh,
I can
hell
finish
yes.
it.
What is it, Spud?
Found some fixer.
Woo!
Awesome.
Drugs! Yay!
And some turpentine. Good for the
Anti-drugs
blood.
drugs.
Take that, alcohol addiction. I mean, turbo addiction.
Wait, so There's a drug that makes you not drugged.
Yeah,
I think it's more of a kind of a medicine treatment than a drug, but
What happens if you get addicted to Fixer?
then you take more Fixer, obviously.
Fix a rocket.
Just a bit
I
of a
almost
fixer.
started singing there. I hope you appreciate that I didn't.
Fixer rapper.
Excuse me.
Oh, there's that raven taken out.
Yep. Turns out the ravens do indeed give you 1 experience point.
What did the ravens ever do to you?
Nothing.
Ravens.
But that's why I have to
Really?
kill them before they do something to me. It's preemptive. They're plotting something and I know it.
What did Ravens do to you? Did you play Bioshock Infinite?
Yeah, there we go. See, don't play Bioshock Infinite. That's.
Too late.
Oh no, it's a caravan. Quick.
I actually do really like Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah,
Although it's a very fun game.
It's good
Grow
stuff.
storm!
I didn't play it.
I thought that there were some things that felt a lot out of place in their world building, like the Vigors didn't really all make all that much sense.
I think that's a common complaint, yeah.
What happens if you put a mine in front of these guys? Do
Bad.
you get
Walk
karma?
into
for
it.
that?
Bad stuff happens, I imagine.
You get bad karma if they step in the mine you placed.
You should set a mine down. That'll be fun. Only good
Yes.
things from it.
It'll be fun lit.
Actually, wait, these are caravan guards. Can't you play
But no.
caravan?
Is Flotsam starting to sound like Diglett now?
It's more so that Diglett sounded like Flotsam.
Why can't I do more than one voice?
You can only do one voice, and that voice is adorable.
Damn
Yeah.
it.
Stop it! You're adorabling all over the screen.
You're getting your adorable everywhere.
Hey there, need anything? Sure, here's what I got.
So yeah, to explain Nuclear Corvid, I used Turbo way back in Prim at one point and instantly got addicted. So I've had been suffering withdrawal for a long time, losing some agility.
You need to find a doctor to cure your addiction.
I found some Fixer, so
Fixer, you can get addicted to that though.
Prim, not even once.
See, this is why I never use like Turbo or Dash or anything like the.
In my Fallout 3 run-through, I tried not to use any drugs. I think I caved and used, like, Buff Out once or twice. But on
I
the
used all
whole,
the drugs.
character was pretty much clean. So then when I played Fallout New
For a
Vegas,
steel
like,
run?
screw it, I'm going to play a total junkie. And my character took control of
Tempered steel run, don't use any drugs.
No, not just don't use any drugs. Just convince anyone who does use drugs to not use drugs.
So just
Take all the drugs and sell them so nobody
even
can
though the
use them.
dialogue options
It's
still
like-
exist for that.
Tibbs run-through, don't take any drugs, but sell all the drugs.
Remember, kids,
I think the only
don't
time
do drugs.
I took
God
those
hates you
drugs in
more.
Fallout 3 was to get a specific quest or something like that done. Mentats for the bomb, for instance, I think.
I think I like the Well, there's a couple of things you can do on the Tempered Steel run that are like convincing the great cons to make medicine instead of just drugs.
Yeah.
I just sold all my drugs to the Great Khans and then murdered them all. And got the drugs back.
You're so nice, Smarty.
I know.
Smarty, I like the great cons. You're a dick.
I just feel
Well, I
laser
didn't really kill the Great Khans. I got the Great Khans to kill themselves by making one of them admit that he hates the Great Khans in front of the leader.
Wait, what? Oh, you mean getting the
The Caesar's Legion spy. One of the Great Khans is a Caesar's Legion spy, and if you have high enough speech, you can make him admit that the Great Khans are shit in front of the Great Khans leader. And then
Busted.
everybody proceeds to beat the crap out of each other because they don't know who's who anymore.
Love how Newbie's just sneaking around the outsides of the battlefield, taking the dead bodies.
Sneaking.
Sneaking.
As if.
He's like, don't mind me.
Just looting the bodies.
Like, you guys don't need this stuff anymore, right? Right?
Oh, wow, jeez.
Lasers! Lasers! Maybe they have any loot after. They lose any loot from being disintegrated.
No, they do not. This doesn't seem that way.
Realism! Realism!
This is a video game. What is realism? Yeah, be
Is this
subjective.
the real life?
I was actually kind of hoping that the Legionnaires would come out on top so I could loot the merchants, but oh well.
Yeah.
Oh well, you'll have to.
That would have been a far more impressive haul.
But that means that you have something to sell.
There's one Legionnaire left going, yes, yes, and then looks down and sees the blade sticking out of his chest.
But there is one that they
come
fear.
on.
He is Dovahkiin.
Oh,
He
hey.
is Dover.
This is basically the Dovahkiin run of New
Here's
Vegas.
a
Oh,
poster.
crap.
This.
The quite literal Doverkin. Because she
Yep.
is, in fact, Dragonborn.
This poster was made by Biff Sade, obviously.
Here, try luring them to the merchants. Try luring them to the merchants.
Yes, lure them back to the merchants. Maybe then the merchants will die and you can have a decent haul.
You guys are all terrible.
We know.
Lose
My god, am
karma
I just
thinking
trapped
that.
down here now?
What is with this guy? I mean, seriously, he walks over a mine and he just
No,
starts.
that's the first one died. That's the second one who appeared and just died.
And
Yay!
he dead.
I
Kaboom!
love it how only after it takes one mine to make him limp,
Look at him go!
and another to actually kill him.
Them ragdoll physics.
Ragdoll physics are the best, especially the ones in Skyrim where they're just completely broken.
How come you don't use
God.
VATS for shooting?
Because.
Ooh, you
It's
got a
better for
fancy.
ammo.
I prefer not to use VATS because it makes things kind of boring. You're not really...
And I'm just kind of sick of missing in VATS, honestly.
Oh,
You're missing
well,
VATS?
you get to a point where you don't miss in VATS if you're using your right weapons, but are you even using your laser weapons?
I've actually got a plasma pistol as well now.
So
Is that what
Same.
you're using at the moment?
You take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen.
there's a mod thing that I was looking up briefly, 40k, that adds las guns from 40k that you can recharge at campfires, just like the lore from 40k.
Oh boy, 40k.
So you can actually just sit there with your las gun at a campfire, charge it up, and keep fighting.
Oh my god.
I don't really like
That
Warhammer.
sounds profoundly exciting.
The Warhammer lore is interesting, but it's not like a fun. It's kind of a fuck you kind of world when you play
Although
it.
there is like no sort of light-hearted, it's just all death, destruction, and
The
murder.
Tau are the closest to the good there.
There is
It's
no
basic-
good in Warhammer, it's just not as
There's
evil
only
as
war.
the others.
Yeah,
There's
that's
only
exactly-
gray.
It's
Dorian
reasonable-
Gray.
Why?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know,
right.
the Space Marines game that I played a while back certainly tried to put a positive heroic spin on the Space Marines.
Except then you remember who they work for, and
I
you're
killed
like,
the
oh,
Space
yeah.
Marines.
I always play as Space Marines.
There
but
was kind of an implication that the main guy, who was kind of like sort of classical hero guy, was kind of he basically at the end he got arrested for heresy for
Yes.
having a slightly open mind.
And the fact that he was able to withstand a warp weapon.
Well, yeah.
Having a slightly open mind in
you know-
Warhammer 40
You know, I think
Usually-
the main thing where I'm just like, you know, I mean, even though the Space Marines can sometimes be like the stereotypical heroish guys, you remember that they work for the God Emperor, who, you know, the God Emperor himself doesn't even want the people to keep doing what they're doing, but he can't make them stop.
What can I do for you?
And like they keep him alive by constantly sacrificing psychers to him and then other stuff, and it's a really horrible mess, and you just realize humanity is just really fucking awful, and
that's why I killed them all in the game we played of Warhammer.
like it's the only freaking universe where I'm actually just like, wow, the humans here are even worse than real life humans.
Yeah.
Jesus.
You have to consider in the big picture, like, as far as the Space Marine goes, they have their Emperor. They have to keep him alive, because if they don't keep him alive, they'll basically lose their intergalactic travel, which means they're fucked. Then there's Chaos, which are basically murder, death, kill, rape.
Not necessarily in that
Starting to
order.
fade, guys.
Depending on the god, the order switches.
Oh, you arrived in Novac.
Yep.
Novac.
So I tab away every so often.
With
so
the
I don't-
giant dinosaur.
I read that as Novac, which literally means money in Croatia.
Yeah, that's true.
It took me a while to realize it was called Novac because of the no vacancy sign.
Mm-hmm.
However, if you realize what the character is based on,
Yep.
it gets a bit weirder.
Another satisfied customer.
Dave and I love
What?
Dr. Ada Strauss. She's just so... like, yeah, I'd like to have medical equipment too.
I'd like to buy your medical equipment. Yeah, so would I.
Like, no, not here. Oh, wait, you mean legit stuff. Oh, yeah, sure, fine.
Well, welcome to... Well, he might have been wearing a fancy outfit, but he wasn't any kind of...
Are you thinking of recruiting Boone?
Had his nose
I'm thinking
stuck
about
so
it.
high in the air,
I like
above
recruiting
the clouds.
Boone. Boone has a really useful perk for when you're, you know, shooting on your own.
Boone has killed people I can't even see half the time.
Yep.
It's like I'm just walking along and then my camera just suddenly pans to this guy who's got his head blown off and I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks, Boone.
Showing up with their character at all times.
Who's Boone?
Boone is the sniper that you can recruit here.
He's voiced by Jason Marsden, who is an awesome voice actor.
And he has a dark, mysterious past.
Yeah.
Don't you take a trait to get a dark, mysterious stranger?
He's not the mysterious stranger.
He's not a stranger because you know who he is. It's Boone.
Nuclear Covert says, break the game, recruit Boone.
I'm trying to remember that line from the list. No.
You can actually kill the mysterious stranger
Take the
and get
bear.
his trench coat, hat, and gun.
Can you use the bear as a weapon? Sexy sleepwear, yes.
The sexy sleepwear.
Yes.
Yay!
Give it to Boone.
I thought this was what you wanted.
Atomic cocktail. Pre-war casual wear. Pre-war relaxing wear. Is that like Hugh Hefner clothes?
I like always, once I get a place, I like collecting all the different outfits. I never actually get around to wearing them, but I like having them.
I have that in Skyrim. My house in Whiterun just has a closet full of at least one of every single outfit
Yeah,
that I've just collected.
Back in Morrowind, when I used to play it, I basically had an obsession with pros. I literally...
Whoa, there's
I went
some weird sound coming from someone.
I went into a room, into that room where is that Blades guy in what's that town that's called B something?
Mhm.
Sure thing. Have a look.
Which game, sorry?
Balmora, I think, or something like that.
Balmora?
Oh. Are you talking about Oblivion?
He's talking about Morrowind.
Morrowind,
Right.
the second town, the first town you have to like go to after the initial one.
That is Balmora.
Yeah, Balmora, like that room where that Blades guy is, which I basically turned into my own house.
Again,
I
the sound.
There's a lot of, it sounds like paper tearing or something.
Yeah, it's coming from Zarhan's mic as well.
Weird.
So you're talking, but we're also hearing like
Paper
Paper
tearing
shredding.
and shredding, and I don't even.
Oh, that might be. Never mind. Are you hearing it again now?
No, not right now.
Not right now.
Right now.
I'll let you know if that changes.
Lad's life.
So basically in Balmora with that one house, I basically filled the thing with pearls. I like shelves full of shelves. Actually, it was pearls and dwarven artifacts, like dwarven cups and all that stuff, and I basically fill all of them with pearls. Oops.
Incinerator. Power fist.
Power glove.
And then there was that
What?
gun.
Yeah, what's
that
that?
gun. I ended up making a mod of my own. It was basically, just made a gun, and I just put it in Novac, and I just called it the other gun. So you had that gun and that other gun.
Doesn't surprise me. The guy seemed like he'd do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
Clearly a name befitting of a legendary item.
That other gun.
Maybe we can. Hey, do what you want. I'm just trying to make it easier on you.
Then you need to make one called this gun.
This gun,
This gun,
that gun,
that gun, and that other gun.
Oh,
his gun, her gun.
Their
The
gun.
gun.
A
Our
gun,
gun.
B gun, C gun, D gun.
See, now you're just getting silly with it.
At one point, it's just this joke has got an old gun.
Just the gun.
The gun that kills the joke.
The one gun to rule them all.
Gun.
And then you have to make a two-gun, which is more powerful than the one gun.
9 guns were forged for the men who, above all, desired guns.
The one gun to shoot them all.
Guns desired above all else. Isn't that the thing behind most 90s Rob Liefeld characters?
Yes.
Blood gun
That
and gun and
that and shoulder pads.
Rob Liefeld, god damn it.
Duct tape, the answer to most of life's problems.
Except Rob Liefeld. You can't fix Rob Liefeld with duct tape.
You can
yeah,
fix
you can. You
everything
can
with
you can
duct
cover up
tape.
the art.
You're right.
Actually, Smarty, the equation for fixing life problems is 60% duct tape and 40% lubricant.
There are only 2 things you will ever need in life: WD-40 and duct tape.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You just need what?
It's like, are we getting silly again? Spud's gone quiet. I think we're getting too silly.
We're always
again.
silly. That's
When are we not silly?
Exactly.
Spud is just intensifying and paying attention to
Yeah.
whatever
Spud
it is.
intensifies.
Which basically just means the sighing disappears and you just stop hearing him.
That's true. I'm just trying to
Has
play right
Aurelia
now.
said hello to her brother in the dino yet?
I think I broke this puzzle.
Aurelia.
And by that you just threw it out the window. It's like, fuck this.
No, I mean I literally can't complete it anymore.
I think Aurelia,
Skyrim?
Yeah.
Aurelia needs to collect all the dino toys, and they can be her like the miniature dragon minions.
What puzzle did you bring?
No. She needs to collect the dinosaurs and then put them in a truck that she drives around and just plays with the dinosaurs.
Vroom, vroom.
We shall rule this land, and we shall call it this land.
This
I
land.
think we should call it your grave.
Ah, curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal. Mine is evil left. Now die. Ah! Oh, God. Oh! The humanity.
Oh God!
Oh, hey, look. It's Igor.
Wash. The greatest characters. Why'd he die? Why?
God, why'd you have to say it?
No, that didn't
God
happen.
damn it, man.
That didn't happen.
That didn't happen. Firefly was never cancelled, it just went on hiatus.
Whoa.
Double
Noises.
Cross says.
Somebody
in
failed
relation
the strength
to-
check.
I dropped the thing and then tried to grab it and fell over.
My other
okay,
gun
so-
is also
so
a gun.
So you failed a strength check and a dexterity check.
Yep.
That sounded
DC
painful. You okay?
says
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
There's a new sheriff in town, and he's looking for that.
I was trying to do it really fast because it was food, and I didn't want my food to get bad.
Likewise, friend. Likewise.
DC says there's a new sheriff in town, and he's looking for deputies. That's the worst personal ad I've ever seen.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Mhm.
I don't even know what I meant with that joke.
It's just basically the same. It's like, that's what she said. What? How does that even? That's what she said. Would you stop saying that's what she said? God damn it!
Your face! Will you stop saying your face? Your face works with everything.
Yeah, let's try and get Boone. Why not?
It'll be a boon to you.
No.
Sneak up on me like that. What do you want?
I was thinking at that exact moment, don't anybody say any... God damn it, Dread.
I think you better leave.
Is this unwrapping stuff?
DP, you piece of shit.
I'm just going to town. Maybe
Oh.
not just
You said what we were all thinking.
I do want his beret, though.
If you take his beret, he gets very grumpy about it.
Well, just think about it. You're out in the boonies.
I need someone I can trust.
Just stop.
Stranger. Not to stop.
It looks like he just has a piece of metal slowly picking his nose.
I don't know if there's anything to find.
Like, I'm not picking my nose, it's just itchy.
My wife was taken from our home by Legion slavers. They knew when to come, what route to take, and they only took Karma. Someone set it up. I don't know who.
That seems like
My
a...
wife's dead.
Oh, go ahead.
I want the son of a bitch who sold her.
Okay,
Bring him out.
joke was dead before you made the first joke.
I work nights. I'll give you my NCR beret to put on. It'll be our
But yeah, it seems like some kind of
rest.
superfluous servant occupation that somebody would have, like back scratcher, nose scratcher, something along those lines.
But Scratcher?
No, that's a necessary
That's a
necessary
necessary
service to purchase.
The Legion will be after
But
me.
Scratcher?
Henry
Because
VIII
I'm not
had a royal
scratching
butt
my-
wiper. It wasn't called the royal butt wiper, of course, but that was his job.
Yeah,
And I remind you, there was no
Okay,
no.
I tuned back in. What's the conversation about right now?
you don't want to know. Just
Okay.
tune back out.
Henry VIII had a royal butt wiper. That's about it. But it wasn't called the royal butt wiper. Because, that's
They would
just not...
call them butts back then anyway.
Oh, yeah. But
I think it was the stool something.
steward of stool or something.
It wasn't. It was on the Unbelievable Truth, so I do know it. I just can't remember it right now.
But, real disgusting part of that is that they didn't have toilet paper back then.
Oh no, I figured. I was
Are
like,
those
wait a minute.
dinosaurs?
Hey there.
I see a flaw in this plan.
Sure.
Why didn't you steal a dinosaur?
Why?
Steal all the dinosaurs and then sell them back.
What are
Or just-
playing
No,
cards
you don't.
used? thing?
You keep them as your loyal army of dragons.
Dragon toys.
Yes. No one would suspect a thing.
And also the cards are for games of Caravan.
And to find statuette of your great Uncle Joe.
Says DC.
I'm actually going to be stepping out for a bit. See you guys when I get back.
Okay.
It'll be a boon that I'm gone.
Where does the lady actually sleep? When...
At this point, the joke doesn't even make any sense.
Joke.
Don't forget to save your game.
Okay. Done.
No, you.
Save early, save often.
Save your game.
Keep it secret, keep it saved.
No, don't keep it secret, because I'll forget the directory where I saved the shit.
This is the problem we have in my household. If we have something that we want to keep safe, we put it in a safe place, and then it's gone forever.
Yeah, that does happen.
If you want to keep something safe, lose it.
This is true.
Yeah, where do you think I keep my sanity?
What sanity?
Exactly, I lost it a long time ago.
Okay.
Why is there a motorcycle in a hotel room?
Because also.
He's repairing
it's
it.
obviously that guy's motorcycle.
Feng Shui.
How did he get in
Shui.
Feng Shui.
I'm picturing like two guys like holding it like the painted glass style in the movies, just like up, just.
I'm just picturing two high-fiving bears.
Two bears high-fiving.
Lapis, we're hearing some food rappers.
You're wrestling.
Sorry.
You're Jimmy
He's
wrestling.
he's practicing his profession.
Always
of being
eating while in the recording. Always happens.
You're like Dodger.
Eyes.
Uh-huh.
Don't trust Jimmy's.
It's like Dodger in the co-optional podcast.
He's like,
always eating.
No, 1 o'clock. I haven't had any breakfast or anything.
I had breakfast. It was fish and chips.
Dave's going to get pizza later, so I'll probably duck out while I'm eating noms.
Quick, steal his computer.
Nomlets.
Nomlets.
I can't find the lady I need to find, so...
I think she lives in an actual house.
But I don't know
Which is
which
quite
house.
the luxury, and hey, a toy car.
Just realised that if
Teddy
Dave was
bear.
ever that she would
Why are you
hold-
being followed by a bot?
Because he fixed the bot.
How would
It's
you do
Igor. It's Igor.
No, I thought it was Eddie. Or is it Eddie or Edie? I don't remember.
Edie.
Okay.
it? Does it play the fun song on repeat?
So wait, is there a bot called Edie as well as a bot called Eddie?
No, it's just pronounced differently.
Oh, okay.
Well, because I never got around to fixing the robot. That's why I'm asking.
Potato, tomato.
These
Yeah, also,
NPCs have
Also, I play a lot of Mass Effect, so I didn't want to confuse the two.
These NPCs have recycled the wake-up animation from Skyrim and Oblivion and Fallout, apparently.
It's because they're all made by Bethesda.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
why-
but like it's absolutely the same.
Reusing animations? No.
A proud tradition since what's that studio that made not Hanna-Barbera, the other major one back in the day.
Warner Brothers?
No, it's like Filmation. There we go, Filmation. That was the one I was thinking of. Cutting corners and reusing assets since I want to say since the beginning of cartoons. since the 30s, I'm thinking. It's been a long. They've been around for a while.
Well, you know, if you have something, why not reuse it if it works?
Oh well, it's true. I mean, I can't fault them for that because animation is expensive, you know, and it was even more so back in the day because, you know, it's not like now where you can just copy pasta, you know, frames that you want to repeat. You know, you have to actually individually draw them all.
Oh yeah. Of course, you have
And-
to say back in day.
Back in day.
Back in day.
Back in
in my day.
day.
Bacon Ray.
Bacon Ray.
That would be the best weapon ever. Just
A gun that shoots bacon.
shoots.
Gun that turns your enemies into
Guess I
bacon.
shouldn't be
A
surprised.
gun that shoots shurikens and lightning.
Here,
I wish I could come up with something that awesome.
I think
It could only be more awesome if it had tits and was on fire.
I won't be staying.
Oh, also, our resident
And
animation
chainsaws.
says if you want to hold a frame, you draw it. You shoot it multiple times. You don't redraw it.
Like you.
Well, no, I'm saying for like. The point is, you had to redraw a lot of stuff,
Yeah, that might be true.
and that's a lot of paper and a lot of cells.
Like for miniature, for minute changes and what have you.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, of course. It also led to things like whenever you had an object they could interact with in the shot, you could always tell because it's got a weird look to it.
Yeah, it's like, I wonder which book they're going to pick up. Could it be the one with the different texture? It is!
Exactly. Aurelia is a gun nut.
Ooh, is leveling up occurred?
Yes, it has.
Level
Excellent.
5.
Whatever, was to roll up some Swift Learner. Why not? Counteract those experience penalties we've been building up.
Yerp.
Yarp.
I shall be right back. I'm jumping out the call for a sec.
No problem.
I'll represent the British contingent while you're gone.
You. What?
What?
Flots. All the flots in a box.
Box. Box.
I'm in a box. Put. That will never not be cute.
Oh, I hope so, because one of the asks features plot in the box.
Indeed.
Oh hey, they're making Five Nights at Freddy's free. What a surprise.
Oh boy.
Flots and Flakes, the best cereal ever. More art that needs to happen.
Now we're in the boring part, the boring stretch of New Vegas, where we're between Novac and New Vegas, and basically nothing happens for a very long time.
Also known as the part where I got disinterested and didn't play the game.
Activate the Yakety Sax.
If only he had a fast forward button.
Or just...
I took out the mods with the sprint functions, because Littlepip's fixes didn't like that. What the... Oh, Boone?
Oh, mine! Mine!
Oh, so it's
Oh,
been
shit.
it's been officially announced now? Huh.
Not announced so much as there's a picture of it.
Thanks, Boone.
There's a picture from the creator, teasing or whatever.
That's right, I've got companions
Okay, so
now.
it's from the creator now. Okay.
Yes.
Which means I can watch more Merkapler playing the game.
Oh boy.
Picture of what?
Oh, the
From the
thing
creator.
that Zarhan linked.
Yeah.
What is the thing that Zarhan linked? I'm
It's-
unable to click links.
It's
Uh,
basically
It's-
it's on his website. It's like a picture. The number 3 underneath it is a box in a spotlight, which basically has a bunch of a bunch of animatronic parts.
FNAF the third.
Yeah.
Oh, more Five Nights. Okay.
This is a really quick turnaround for making video games.
It's because, I mean, like, it's not like I'm saying he doesn't put work into it, because it's clear that he puts a lot of work into his, like, lore.
He knows
where
where to cut corners.
He knows the type of game he's making is ultimately not that hard to make once you know what you're doing.
I still think it is the record for the fastest sequel ever cranked out, because I don't think I've ever seen one come out that fast. It was what, 5 months, 6 months, something like that.
I mean, it struck me as pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. It was very, very quick. That's for sure. Like, it was not long before Five Nights at Freddy's 2. And, I mean, they were both released in the same year, which means just that Five Nights at Freddy's fever just kind of kept going.
Well, what's even funnier is that, like...
You try and release sequels that quickly in Game Dev Tycoon, and you get, like, complete torn apart for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fun fact, I'm looking at the picture in
But with Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I mean, people were actually like, no, this is still good. Like, he made it, like, it's scarier this time. I think the removal of the ability to use the doors made everything much, much scarier.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
Although it's been downsided by the fact that you now basically have the job of having to wind up the box constantly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like...
Hopefully the box does not return.
Yeah. Also, that picture that the game creator posted, it has like a hidden thing in the darkness.
I have less than zero interest in FNAF.
Too bad.
I like the effort put into the kind of lore, I guess, behind it, but I'm not interested in playing it.
Yeah, it's the same here. It's more fun to watch in my case.
Yep.
Oh, it is fun to watch people scream. That's fun. That's always fun.
Yeah.
That moment when you're in Skyrim and you're level 25 and still haven't done enough of the main quest to make dragons appear because you just don't want to deal with sudden inconvenient dragon.
Nah, but those are like the best parts of the game.
I fucking hate sudden inconvenient dragon.
It's like do walking along. Oh shit, blood dragon.
On the other side.
Oh shit! Shit! It's a dragon. And it's
On
not
the
like
other
they're
hand-
hard. No, you get to the point where they're easy as shit, but they're just obnoxious because they're
Aurelia's
easy as
sitting
shit.
here going, I'm right here, you guys.
Dragons become basically if you start the quest to get up to the point where the dragons start appearing, and you don't continue the quest up to the point where you get dragon rend, you basically have a bad time the entire.
Okay,
Because you have to fight dragons which you can't force to land at any point.
Well, when we're talking about unwanted dragon, we're talking about ones that don't have any personality or anything. They're just enemies that come in and circle strafe your ass and are annoying.
Yeah, it's just I hate the sudden inconvenient dragon. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do the dragon. I'm in the middle of town, dragon. I'm gonna do the quest, dragon. Well, I'm just gonna get rid of all the dragon. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Actually, I find the
You
vampire...
basically need dragon rends to speed up killing those guys.
Oh yes, the Dawnguard vampires are also incredibly
Now,
inconvenient.
see, whenever a villager dies, it's not because of sudden random dragon attack, it's because of sudden random vampires.
Yeah.
Although they only happen in towns and you can stop it by exiting the town.
I have the most obnoxious, weird thing going on where parts of Dawnguard are broken and parts of it are working on my Skyrim, and I don't know how to repair it. It must be something one of my mods is doing, and I don't know which one is messing it up. But for whatever reason, I get the sudden random vampire attacks and the people telling me to go to the castle and stuff, and like the new locations added are there. But I can't go to castle whatever it's called. Like, it still says
Castle
when I try
Greyhawk.
to... No, it's not Greyhawk, it's...
Are you
He was
talking
trying
about
to make a joke.
I know
Right,
he
the
was,
map-
and I'm ignoring his terrible joke.
Yeah,
The
that's
vampire
the
one
correct
or the
response.
Dawnguard castle?
But it's the fucking castle.
Are you talking about
It's Castle Dawnguard. That's right. It's just Castle Dawnguard. But
The answer was so simple it eluded you.
The two places are Fort Dawnguard and Castle Volkahar.
Yeah, Fort Dawnguard. That's it. Yeah, I can't go to Fort Dawnguard. It tells me that it's off the map. It tells me when I try to go on that route that I'm leaving the map and I can't go that way.
Yeah, it's placed really badly and it's really difficult to get to. They've had to help me get to it the first time.
Oh, it's a hamster.
A hamster?
Now, I was sifting through a video ad thing, and it's like, oh, suddenly hamster.
Oh, hamster. Hamster.